The transport system over other big cities we know around the world are very, very effective and efficient. But we've not seen something like that in the FCT. Do you think something like that is in the pipeline? What really is your view about the transport system in the FCT?
Okay, thank you very much for having me. FCT, like you rightly said, is the capital of Nigeria, and Nigeria represents the most populous black nation in the world. And of course, we should have a quality transport system that should convey people within and around the FCT. But when you say effective transportation and looking at transportation, you have to look at transportation that is efficient, that adds value to the people and the city. And some of the criteria or the key points in effective and efficient transportation has to do with availability, affordability, timely, and reliable. These are some of the components that make up effective transportation. Is it available? Is it affordable? Is it timely? And is it reliable? So those questions, when you place it and then look at FCT, I would say that without sounding immodest, I would say that FCT has not really fared good in terms of the quality and the standard of transportation we've witnessed in the city. But that is not to say that the successful administrations have not been trying to do their best to see how they can get the transport system in the FCT up to par with the international standards. Like when you talk about cities in the world that have good transport system, in Africa you look at Cape Town, in the world you look at Tokyo, Zurich, Paris, Oslo. You know, these are cities that Helsinki in Finland, cities that have quality transportation system. You're talking about the cable, you're talking about the train, light rail, you're talking about the ferries, the ones that have seasides. They go through the ferries or things like that. But in FCT, because FCT is sort of landlocked, doesn't have much water. So what we should make do of is the light rail, provision of proper parks, bus stops, light rail, and also even the light rail like we have in the FCT now, it has not been properly positioned to evacuate where you have high population density. You have a place like Gwagwalada, for example, and most activities in FCT happen within the city center, the place we call the Central Business District of Abuja, where we have the ministries and all the major government establishments are located within this area. And most people that service and work in this area live in all those inner areas like Jikoi, like Karu, like Gwagwalada, like Kubwa. So for us to have efficient transport system or light rail that will have impact on the people, there should be the connection that will connect these areas that have high density and where most people that work in the city center reside, so that they can be able to be go to work easily and also return back to work. So looking at all this, I can say that the present administration, the present FCT minister is trying his best. He has launched the light rail, but the light rail is taking people within the do access to the airport. But they are also trying to do the one that will come to the Central Business District and also, but they need to extend it to all these areas that people live, like Pape, the Talakawas, where the poor people, the people that service the substructure of Abuja, where they reside, so they can be able to be easy for them. And also, part of the indices to also check when you're talking about efficient transport system is also the issue has to do with how affordable is the transport system. For example, because of the increase and the removal of subsidy, you know that the prices of transport and everything has gone up. No wonder the government is introducing the CNG buses and everything. How many do we have of those CNG buses to ease the pain? So generally speaking, the transport system in FCT is work in progress, to be fair, and then it's work in progress, but we're not yet there. We're not yet there. People are still managing, people are still, the standards and the required areas and all the subsectors of the transport system in FCT, and it's not yet there for people to benefit.
It's a work in progress,
yeah.
But how old is Abuja now? Till now we've not had transport system.
Steve, the challenge we have is that government, we hear that governance is a continuum, or government is a continuum. But in most cases in Nigeria, a government leaves and they drop the policies of the previous administration and start up a new one. There should be a transportation master plan for every city, like Abuja. So what has happened? The question to ask is, what has happened to the transportation master plan of FCT? That we are still at the point, since the creation of FCT, we've not had a good or sustainable transport system that has passed from one administration to another. You understand? That's the challenge. So if we can go back to the transportation master plan of FCT and also make it a working, even legislate on it, so that any government that comes must follow it up and then see it through. That is the challenge.